Hello, hello everyone. Sorry, running a little late. My camera did not want to switch into landscape mode. So I was like, oh gosh, not this again. But we're here. And hopefully it's showing up for everyone. Let's see. Oh, we already have a bunch of people in here. So let's see. Terralyn, Melissa, Monai, Karen, Emma. Oh, look at all you guys here. Oh, and Marie. Hello, Marie. All right, well, how is everyone's Sunday? So while we wait for a few others to join, I guess I'll show you what you guys, or what I've been working on. This is my current whip. I think you guys have probably seen this because I've shared it on Instagram a few times, and that's only because I have done, one Kirby attempt in my life, and this is Kirby attempt number 2, so I'm like, wee! But I will be doing a tutorial on the ocean waves, including how I do the sea salt spray. So that'll be coming next week, but this has been really fun to color. Then today, instead of doing the usual coloring, because I feel like my last 3 streams have just all been hair, I wanted to change it up a little and kind of play around with the new Arteza markers that I got thanks to Amazon Prime Day. So I don't know about you guys, but Amazon Prime Day was dangerous, more dangerous than I thought. So I did get 2 sets of Paul Rubens on Amazon Prime Day. And what's crazy about these is, so on the Prime Day site, it didn't actually have these listed for me. And then when I looked on my Amazon wish list, it showed them at like 20% price decrease. I'm like, wait, what? So I clicked on them and it said they were part of Prime Day. So I bought the 48 count glitter. Actually, this is the glitter. And then the 48 count regular. So I'm excited. I need to swatch them, but so many things to swatch. And then of course, I bought the markers that we are going to check out today. So as you know, Arteza has come out with a brush marker. I will admit, I've pretty much avoided the Arteza Everblends because it was always bullet and chisel nib. Oh, hi, Claire. Welcome. You did make it. It's probably really late for you, or early. I get the Aussie times all screwed up. But welcome, welcome. So yeah, I've been avoiding the Everblend markers for a while, but they now have the brush nib. Hi, Tracy. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna buy them. Oh my gosh, midnight. It is late. And they were part of the Prime Day sale. So I bought the 36 count of the Flora Tones. Hi, Terralyn. I got the Deco Tones set. And then I also grabbed the Tropical set. So before I start swatching these bad boys, let me explain something kind of with these, because if you go on Amazon right now, you will notice there's actually 5 or 6 total sets. I think it's 5. Don't quote me. It's early. But the portrait set, hi Melissa, good morning. The portrait set and then the gray tones set of these brush markers actually overlap the colors of the 3 sets I bought. So if I were to buy all of them, I would have doubled up. So that's why I didn't get the portrait or the gray tones. I have enough gray tones thanks to Ohuhu. So I think we'll just stick with these 3 and see what they're about. Let me pull up the camera just so it's not like right up in your face for a minute. All right, so these lovely brush markers, they have separated into 36 count boxes. They're all themed and the colors are up top. Like I said, the 3 sets I bought don't overlap, but the skin tone and gray tones will overlap with these 3 sets. Just keep that in mind. And then they are really well packaged. So here's one I haven't opened. So the whole box is shrink wrapped, which I always appreciate. Oh, hi, Tiffany. Oh, that's totally okay. Thanks for stopping in. Lurker hugs. So yeah, they come shrink wrapped like so, which is always nice. And let me open it. That way nothing's popping open on us. Okay. And then, where's my opening? So on the back of the box, it actually has this magnetic closure thing here. Hi, Rhea, that's fine. Lurk away. Thanks for coming. So yeah, they just open magnetically. And then you have all your markers inside in yet another case that is also shrink wrapped. So I guess they really, really wanted these things to not move, but this is actually a good thing. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. This is a good thing because we all know how lovely Amazon is with their packages and they just toss them on your porch. So it's probably a good thing that they shrink wrapped them because the caps on these could totally pop off. And the reason I say that, excuse me, is these are not like Copics. Oh, hi, Amberly. I'm so glad you made it. You can lurk away. Lurking is totally fine. So yeah, the reason I say it's good they shrink wrapped these is the lids pop off these things like with 0 effort. If you have ever had a Copic, you're like, ugh. But these just like pop off so easy. So I can see why they doubled up on that shrink wrap for sure. So it does come in this nifty little storage case, which I'll probably keep mine in. And that's because my marker storage is for my Copics. And I really don't want to buy a bigger one. But yeah, we're going to swatch each of these 36 sets out. I did grab some Copics so we could compare and just kind of see what's going on. Oh yes, Karen's pet portraits are freaking gorgeous. I already had her draw my puppy. But let's see, I think we'll start with this one here, the Deco Tones. So another cool thing about these boxes before I zoom in is they actually, one sec, the lid folds into it so you can actually set it on your desk and your markers along with their swatch charts are just right there. So it'll actually make it easier to swatch these. So let's get these back in there. And let's see what these are all about. Hi Heather, good morning. All right, I gotta find my swatch chart for the Deco Tones. Let's make sure we're using the right one. Here we are. Okay. Let me move some stuff. So I did print out, oh, Terilyn, thank you so much, you sweet girl. Thank you. Yeah, the packaging on these Artezas are actually really good, although I do kind of wonder if the pricing kind of played a role up in there. I did print my swatch charts on the Arteza marker paper, which I actually like this paper. So no joke, I actually dig it. I cut it to 8.5 by 11. And then I created my own swatch chart. I will be sharing this on my channel sometime this week. These are made for markers and pencils. You just print it on whatever paper you want, but it'll be free for you guys to enjoy. So I should have it up, a video for it next week showing you how to use them. But let's get swatching and see what these are like. I gotta adjust, one sec. My camera is, my lens today is on this side because my camera would not move to landscape. So I'm used to my lens being on this side. So I'm like, wait, switch over. But let me get you guys down a little here. Oops, what is going on with my thing here? Okay, there we go. Okay. Tracy, you should be able to buy them. Well, don't quote me, but But they should be on Amazon UK. Is anyone in the UK that can clarify that one? Because I'm not sure. All right, so the markers, they are a triangular shape, whereas Copic, who we are comparing to today, Copic has the Copic Sketch, which is oval, and then the Copic Chow, which is round. Oh, I should have grabbed an Ohuhu. Hang on, let me get an Ohuhu. All right. Doesn't help that my marker storage is on the opposite end of my table. And then Ohuhus are round and bulky. But these ones have the brush nib now, so I'm very intrigued because I love brush nibs. Arteza says these are foam nibs like the Copic. That's why I bought them. I'm very curious though, because I've heard mixed reviews on whether they really are foam or not. I'm not saying Arteza's making it up, but Heather, these are the Arteza Everblend art markers, but they're the brush and chisel version. So they just came out not too long ago. The way they have them set up is rather obnoxious. I really hope they combine them because you basically can only buy them in box sets of 36 like this. And 2 of the sets overlap the colors in the 3 sets I bought. So we shall see. But let's swatch them and see what they're like. Like I said, the lids come off really easy. They do not fit into one another. Ah, wish they did. Ohuhu seems to be the only brand that has it together. Because look at that. Thank you, Ohuhu. Oops, don't want that lid. But the only problem with Ohuhu is it's a fiber nib, so it does fray. Yeah, they do have the 12 set boxes too, and they might not overlap as much. I just looked at the 36 because it was more bang for your buck, at least for Prime Day. And right now, I did check the pricing post Prime Day because Prime Day is gone. I have links in the description below to each of the 36 count sets and the marker paper if you want it. Right now, they're $76.99 each. However, the Deco and Flora Tones have a 30% off coupon. The Tropical does not. I don't know why. I find that kind of weird. But yeah, it is what it is. Hi, Sonic. How are ya? All right, so let's see here. I have to move this out of the way. And I might have to scooch my chair over since my lens is on the other end today. Okay, so I'm just going to be swatching these. We can chat about them and all that loveliness. I am going to adjust my camera a smidgy though, so just don't get dizzy on me. Okay, hopefully that's good. All right, so typically if you're swatching alcohol markers, you should actually use each one of these boxes as a layer. But to, for the sake of time, interesting, there's a little thing on my nib there. I'm not going to do that for all of these, but I will show you on a couple just so you know what I mean. So like when you're swatching alcohol markers, you're supposed to do one layer across, and then you're supposed to fill in the second 2 boxes. I'm totally out of the lines. And then you're supposed to fill in the 3rd box. And that kind of lets you see the gradient of a single color because alcohol markers you can layer. Always important to keep that in mind. I'm not going to do that through all of these because we have like, 102 markers if my math is correct. So we would be here a long time, but I'll occasionally do it through a few. But that's Canary Yellow. Let's see. Let's grab this Tuscan Sun. These are juicy and leaking all over. I need to grab a rag. Oh my. Okay, well, note to self, if you open these, you're going to splatter. And that just happens in shipping, but I guess they didn't, short me on ink. interesting color. Very interesting color. All right, Marmalade Orange. At least this one's not leaking out. I did see some reviews where people said theirs were like leaking all over the place, but I didn't have any of those yet. I don't know, I haven't unwrapped one of the sets. Closet Entrepreneur, hello. What, do you have a name we could call you other than Closet Entrepreneur? Because it's cute, but just a name. Well, and thank you for the haul. Yes, I spent way too much. Oh, Yvette, perfect. Love that name. I'm gonna write it down though so I don't forget. Really bad with names. Let's see. Claire said she can't get them from Australia. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Claire. That's a bummer. They may add them though, you never know. All right, let me make sure this is the right one. Vintage Yellow. What does Vintage Yellow look like? It's not bad. All right, Tangerine. I do want to see if these are close to the little swatches on the, whoa, that's bright, on the box. Because I'm always curious. I'm totally going to be out of the lines, but whatever. Let's see. They're kind of close to the lid. It's hard to say though, because this is wet. Hi, Kirsty. How are you today? Happy Sunday. All right, Peach. This one's starting to leak out too. I'm gonna have ink splatter all up in here if I'm not careful. Ooh, that peach is pretty. So again, like if I wanted to see the, no worries, Terralyn, happy shopping. If I wanted to see the gradient, I would just fill in these two boxes with a second layer. And then I would fill in the third box with my third layer. If you ever want to see it. See, kind of with my canary yellow, how it's dried. So this is if I put down one layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. It's actually the way you should swatch your markers if you plan to ever layer them up. Or if you just want to do a one and done, then all good. I'll be going back later and doing the extra swatching. I just don't want to torture you guys with hours of me swatching the same color. Oh my gosh, this one is all over. Okay, well, if anyone's curious, they totally filled these things to the brim with ink. Whew. I'm not sure yet, Yvette, because I'm only on what, number 7, but I can probably give you a better idea after I finish swatching one of these box sets. The nib, they say is foam. It doesn't feel foamy. It doesn't feel Copic-ish, but I mean, we'll see. The colors aren't too shabby. Let's see, we're doing Grapefruit. Make sure I got the right number. Yes, they're very juicy. Some of them are filled a little too much though, so now I gotta open them on the side because you'll see I have some splatter marks. Like, whoa. Let's see, powder pink. Excuse my shaky hands. The medication they put me on gives me the shakes. They need to give me a medication to quit the shakes. Can't be a colorist with shaky hands. Okay, Piggy Pink. Oh my gosh, I want to see what this color is. What is Piggy Pink? Oh, it's such a pretty pink. Oh, I'm gonna do both layers on this one because I want to see. I definitely want to see. Oh, the scope on it. Let's see, watermelon pink. Apparently I have ulcers, which I already knew was most likely. So They just have to fix the ulcers. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing okay though. Thank you guys. Very sweet of you to ask. I'm actually feeling a little better because they, oh my gosh, what's the term? They kind of seared off the ulcer, whatever this technical term is, so it would quit bleeding on me. Oh, this one's very juicy. Hang on, I'm wiping the ends of some of these because I don't want them all over the place. Yeah, I think in a few weeks I'll feel better. Let's see, Claire said, concerned about the cap not being on too hard. Yeah, so like my Ohuhus like spit all over the place, but so do my Copics. However, I kind of like how easy these caps, they still seal, so they're not gonna dry out, but they're not like, I mean, sometimes my Copics take some effort, especially as they get gunky. Yeah, I need to clean that. I do have a video on my channel showing you how to clean your markers. I cleaned my Ohuhus. I need to clean my Copics. They're getting gross. But I would say with how juicy these are, I would not open these over your page. I would turn, whoa, that's a bright color. I would turn off to the side because I've already splattered my swatch card here. But it's okay, it's a swatch card. Yes, I am starting to feel better, Sonnet. Thank you. It's very sweet of you to ask. I think it's actually a bonus too that they open easily. Because like I said, with my Copics, sometimes I like am legit. Wait, is it this one? No, one of them has like marks. I had to get pliers and ply them off. It was like legit stuck. So it could be a nice thing, especially if you know, have problems with your hands and whatnot. And then as your markers get gunky, they always get hard to open. That is hot pink. Yeah, it's not calming. It's quite stressful when you have to like go into your husband's toolkit and get a wrench or a set of pliers just to freaking open your marker. All right, Bubblegum Pink. So there are lots of pinks in this one. The Deco Tones. Love it, love it. Now, I have to look into their numbering system, so don't ask me. Oh my gosh, that one is really juicy. That one totally got all over my shirt. All right, so don't open near clothing or paper with these ones, guys. Wow. Ooh, that's a pretty purple. I like that one. So alcohol evaporates, but it's not going to evaporate super easy. Like this lid is tight enough to where these aren't going to evaporate. Now, if your lid is falling off and there's no seal sound, then yeah, but I mean, you can, hang on, I gotta open it over here so I don't splatter, but wow, this one is juicy too. Look, it even dropped on my thing. Wow, I might have to get the craft mat out. These are messy. All right, but anyway, as long as you hear like a click like that, then you're good. Like if there's no click, you should worry. Now, I just need to open these over my rag so it's not all over myself. Oh. Yes, the piggy pink one is very pretty. We're on Orchid Purple. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have ink all over my desk myself. Holy moly. Do the marker colors coordinate with the pencil set? No, not necessarily. Because not all these colors are in the pencil set, but from the swatches I have, they wouldn't match up, and then the numbering system is totally different. That said, you could probably find something close in the pencil set and totally make it work. It's just, you know, they weren't designed like that. Oh, hi, Marilyn. Welcome. Yeah, Kirsty, or Christy, sorry. Christy. They could be juicy from just shaking and all that during shipping for sure. They're just coming out all over. That's why I'm opening them over a rag over here to save myself. All right. So deep iris purple. Got lots of purples and pinks in this one, don't we? Ooh, that's pretty. Yes, I'm going out of the lines. It's just gonna happen. Okay, royal purple. Now I did notice they have, you know, they do have the color codes. So purple, blue, their coding is a little different than Copic, but I think that's because no one wants to be accused of copying Copic. However, I have to look into their codes and see like the number, like PBO1, is their numbering system close to Copic? I've heard it's the opposite. So like you take the way Copic's numbering system works and just do it opposite, but I have to verify that. Yes, I would rather have a juicy one than a dry one, because then you kind of feel screwed on that, but lavender. Now these do have replaceable nibs. That said, the replaceable nibs are not on their website for the brush. They do have the chisel and bullet nib replacements and the tweezers. Although when I looked this morning, only, was it chisel or bullet in stock? So they haven't come out with a replacement brush yet. Let's see, a Genie Blue. My gosh, that one is all over the place too. So yeah, we'll see when they actually release the replacement nibs. Now, these aren't refillable yet, but I'm hoping because they have replacement nibs, that's the road they're gonna take. Because otherwise, these are pretty pricey for not having a refillable ink. Blue Diamond. Not as, oh, goodness, this one's all over the place too. Not as bad though as, you know, Copic, but Copic is expensive, but it's like an investment. It's not a pencil. It doesn't run out. Like you can refill them. You can replace the nibs, so they last forever. Whereas like these ones, you know, I can replace the nib, but as of right now, I can't refill these. So that's, let's see, $76.99 divided by 36. I can't do math in my head, but I'm sure you can on your end. And that tells you how much it is per marker. All right, Sapphire Blue. Ew, liking the blues. Okay, what are we on now? Ultramarine Blue. Oh, I've splattered all over. It's just a freaking mess up in here. On the next set, I'm going to pull out my craft mat and let it take some of the damage. Like, I literally opened one too close to my shirt, and I got splatter on my shirt. So, it's okay, though. Whatever. Art is messy. Butterfly blue. I'm trying to open them over my thing over here. Whew. These are super messy. That's a pretty one, actually. So far I'm loving this, but this is because diamond blue is closest to my teal color. All right, Hawaii blue. Ooh, this might be closer to my favorite color. Let's see. Oh, I love that one too. I love anything teal though, so I'm really biased. All right, beach blue. You can see all the splatter on my swatch chart. I am definitely not finishing my swatching on my couch. Like, this one's dripping. All right, hang on. This could be dangerous if I did this on my couch. I like that color. Oh, thank you, Heather. I am gonna share the swatch chart on my channel. I've been making swatch charts. If you guys haven't noticed yet. And I made this 36 count one for markers and pencils, but I'll have a video up this week showing you the chart and how you can use it for both. I'm loving all these BG colors, but then again, I love all BG colors from Copic, so I'm biased. All right, winter green. Oh my gosh, I love this color. Oh my goodness, yes, I love this color. Yes, so the caps do have, look at my hands. Oh my gosh, my nail lady is gonna kill me. They do have the number and the name on the caps, which I love because then I can, you know, store them and actually see what I'm doing. I am gonna check the layering on this one. Okay, see, so that's 1 layer, 2 layers, and 3 layers. Gotta wait for it to dry to know what it really looks like though. All right, let's see, celery green. Open it over my rag so my rag takes all the damage. Okay, speaking of celery, has anyone heard about this new health kick where you drink celery juice? Oh, hi, May. Good evening. Welcome. Can you reverse the nib on these? I can't remember if you can. I know you can replace them. I'll tell you what, near the end, I will pull one out. I have a colorless blender in one of these sets, and I'll pull the nib out and we can see. It's safer to play with a colorless blender than one full of ink because these are so juicy I'm having to wipe them off. All right, we're on Evergreen. Gosh, I'm gonna leave this swatching session a hot mess. I got splatter on my hands, my face, my shirt. What's going on? Okay, let's see. Light cyan over here. My swatch chart is gonna be a hot mess. I know, I'm gonna look like a rainbow of alcohol marker. But I'm definitely putting the craft mat out on the next set we swatch here because I don't want it all up in my desk. Although, you know, spoiler alert, you can just take some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and wipe that right up. So it doesn't permanently ruin anything. Apple green. Let's just open this over here so I don't get splattered. Ooh, I like that green. It's perfect for Pride Month. I have participated, literally. I have been splattered by ink. Claire, this is the Deco Tones set. So I have 2 other sets aside from this one I'll be swatching today, but this one's the Deco Tones. Oh, this one's, see, they are so juicy, they're leaking. Yeah, they sell their own nib tweezers. It's kind of like Copic. It makes me laugh, though. I don't buy those nib tweezers because I'm like, whatever. I'm not paying $6 for tweezers. The Arteza ones are $6. The Copic ones are even more. It's freaking tweezers. Okay, honeydew green. This is where all the like splatter action occurred at the bottom here. But that is a very pretty green, actually. I want to see what it layers like. Love it. Ooh, this would be so fun. Yeah, the tweezers. I can't believe anyone sells them. I mean, the only difference with the tweezers though is they have the special grip from above, but in my husband's toolbox, which I swear I use more than him, and yeah, I said it. I hope he's watching this live stream so he hears that. He has like a tool that has the similar thing, so I just use that for my Copics. All right, lime green. Make sure I'm on camera. All right, last one from this set is aniseed green. I probably said that wrong. I'm sure I said it wrong. It's like a very light. Okay, so this is the 36 Deco Tones. It's a spongy tweezer. Yeah, it reaches from above, and instead of like a normal tweezer, it won't pinch your nib, but I mean, you know. All right, so this is what comes in the 36 count of Deco Tones. So we get a pretty good array of some oranges and yellows. I'm loving these pinks though, loving the pinks. Watermelon and Piggy are super cute. I'm loving the purple and all these blues. Oh my gosh. And because look, these are all in my favorite color family because I love teal. So I'm like already in love. And then we still have a good selection of greens, and I still have a Flora and Tropical, which I'm sure are going to give me more greens. So let's find out. But let me get my craft mat out so I quit splattering my desk. Holy moly. All right. The purple mat is back. Okay, so we are done with Deco for now. It is cool though how I can have them sitting like this. Here, I'll move you guys up while I change out boxes. So I can have them sitting on my desk like this in their case, and then when I'm done, just lift that up and it closes all magnetic, and ta-da! The set is done. So that is pretty nifty. All right, let's move on to, what's the one I already have open? Flora. Okay, so we're gonna do the Flora Tones next. They are awkwardly heavy though. Okay. So my Flora I had already opened. Oops, I need to swap these around though. I put the insert in backwards. Did they not bleed through? Well, they still bleed through the back. This is marker paper, but marker paper still bleeds. Well, this marker paper. So I just always have, but this is the sheet that was under it. So as you can see, it didn't bleed through to my cardstock. It just bled through on the marker paper, but not all the way through to the paper that was behind it. So, I always use marker paper for all my markers. Let me swatch this or swip this case around here. Ugh, I put it in backwards. User error. But marker paper you always should use anyways. It soaks up less ink. It's softer or nicer to your nibs. So plenty of reasons to use it. Don't confuse marker paper with blending cards though. Totally two different things. Okay, so now we're going to swatch out the Flora Tones. Yeah, it's marker paper. So I printed, oops, sorry guys, my camera's crooked. Whoop. I printed my swatch charts on the Arteza marker pad. I just cut it out to 8.5 by 11. And then I made my own swatch charts and I printed them out on that. So that's why I love marker paper. Once you use marker paper, you just can never go back to cardstock for markers. You need to scooch my chair over though. Okay. Now let's see what these Flora Tones are about. Once I swatch them, then we'll compare to some Copics. And oh hoo hoo, why not? Okay, Star Yellow. Let's try not to splatter my swatch chart this time. Ooh, that is bright. Not too shabby, actually. Lime Pulp Yellow. Oh yeah, it's definitely a yellow-green color. Still not convinced with these nibs, though. We'll compare them to Copics later. Let's see. I said what right, Claire? Okay, Citrine Yellow. It's not too bad. I do want to hold all these colors up against one another though and see what's going on in there. Okay, Cheddar Orange. Ooh, cheddar. I'm not allowed to eat cheese anymore thanks to my stomach condition. So let's see what Cheddar Orange is like. That is orangey. I don't know. You guys think that looks like cheddar though? You can see how it layers too. So these do layer because I can definitely see the gradient, but I've noticed on the third layer, not as much. Yeah, so these cases are really sturdy. I'm actually going to leave them in the case because I just don't, I'm using my other big case or storage cabinet thing for my Copics. But this case is really sturdy. The insert, by the way, these little red things up in here, these are just cardboard, but still, it's cool because you can, you know, fold the case over. It sits in front of you. I wish they had them all combined into one set, but that's a whole other thing to pick with them. Porcelain Peach. These ones aren't as juicy as the last set, so I'm not splattering myself yet. We've got a ways to go. Oh, that'd be great for skin. That would be good for skin, actually. So yeah, like when you layer them, they don't layer as much as the Copic. Like this third layer on a Copic would be a lot darker. But this is Arteza, not Copic. Gotta be fair. Okay, Poppy Red. That's interesting. This Flora Tones isn't as juicy. It's not attacking me with their colors. That's actually a pretty one though. Okay. Oops, sorry guys. Let me bang my camera. All right, Burgundy. Now I do have an order for the Blick markers that are refillable with replacement nibs, but they're on back order till July. So those I can't wait to try. Ooh, I love that color. That's just dark and luscious. Okay, Dahlia Pink. Let's see what this one's about. And when the nib is bendy, similar to a Copic, but not as bendy. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Okay, Blush Pink. Let's see, that one's. So it looks like we have a good amount of pinks in the Flora set too. Okay, Deep Pink. Let's see. Does anyone else have these brush markers yet? Like I avoided the other Arteza bullet and chisel ones, but that's just because I thought they were really expensive for being just a bullet and chisel nib. And I don't do well with bullet and bullet nibs. I can't accomplish anything. Let's see, Parisian Purple. Okay, that one was, this one is juicy. They do have very pretty names. Give them that. Let's see, next is Genie Blue. Okay. Genie Blue. Okay, that one was juicy. Thank goodness I did that over my rag. Okay. Sometimes when I read the names, though, I'm like, so is that really that color? Like, is that what a genie is? Like, is a genie really that blue? I don't know. Am I the only person that scrutinizes naming? Let's see, Maya Blue. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this one just from the look of the cap. Because look at that pretty color. Oops. I'm gonna keep hitting my camera because of the way my freaking lens has to sit today. Okay, well, that is nothing like the cap. I'm gonna tell you that much. Don't trust the cap, people. All right, Whale Blue. It's interesting, this is a Flora set, but we seem to have a lot of blues in it. Not complaining, I need blues. Pastel Blue. That's not too bad at all. Okay, Wave Blue. Let's see what this is about. Ooh, I like that. That's like a dark teal. It's very pretty. Okay, Surf Blue. Let's see. You'll notice I love all BG colors. So I'm totally biased when it comes to anything that involves teal. I'm like, oh, it's pretty. They're all pretty. Okay, Caribbean Blue. Oh, this one just popped a whole bunch of ink out at me. Okay. Yeah, the poppy red is a pretty orangish red. Do let me know if the video quality is wonky. Normally I actually use my 5G, but because I'm home alone and no one's using the internet, I thought I would try my Wi-Fi for once and see what it was like. Let's see. Jungle Green. Let's see. The thing about layering though is it's harder to blend the colors and can be streaky. Yet, I mean, with these ones, I do plan to do a couple blends and see what they're like. But they do leave streaks here. They don't even out as well as a Copic. Oh, good. I'm glad, May. I was trying my Wi-Fi since no one was using it today other than myself. Pastel Green. Yeah, we'll try and blend some of these together and just kind of see what they look like. Do wonder, let me swatch the next one with a chisel end. Cucumber. Really, your Copic streak? Ooh. I wouldn't really call this cucumber. Okay, this one's gonna be a little darker because I went over it twice, but definitely don't like the chisel. Blah. With my Copics, I haven't had any streaking issues with my Copics. I usually get streaks with my Ohuhus and oh shoot, what's the other brand? It's Micro Green. Were you using them on marker paper or cardstock, like regular cardstock? That's a pretty green. Like I learned my lesson a long time ago about using markers on, oh my gosh, Amazon Create Space paper is by far the worst. Let's see, Peregrine. But I mean, with markers, paper really does matter, I've noticed. Let's see, Claire said, So I made an alcohol marker case for your desk with 4 sets of bamboo containers. Oh, that's a good idea. So yeah, my marker case, if you saw my craft room tour, it actually used to be a storage thing for all my inks. And I just pulled out some of the slots because it would house individual inks. I just pulled them out and made it fit my markers. That's what I ended up doing. Let's see, grape green. Oops, can't color today. I don't know, it's not really a grape green to me. I know there's green grapes, I'm just saying it's not really a green grape color. But you should never judge a color till it dries, because alcohol markers can totally look one way and then dry and look totally different. And if you've ever used alcohol markers on a Jade Summer book, you know, with the black backgrounds, oh my gosh, that really screws you up. Because the black seeps through while it's wet, and you're like, I've ruined my page. And then when it dries, it looks fine. Cilantro green. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so now we're getting into all the greens, which you would assume would come with Flora. I wouldn't say there's like a specific artist that makes a book for just markers. Most of the time what I do is I just buy whatever book I want and then I scan it and print it on marker paper. I love a lot of the books from Jade Summer. They're a little bit thicker and they're more line art, so I can do more marker work because I'm still new to markers myself, but I just scan those Jade Summer ones and put them on marker paper. Let's see, Sandstone Orange. Getting into our earthy tones. Okay, this one's Bisque. Oh my gosh, this one's dripping. See, look at that. Blah. That one was just like drooping out. Messy, messy. All right, teak brown. Nice if I could color in a straight line today. So I've been coloring actually almost 6 years, because yeah, I started when I was pregnant with my daughter and she's 5. I have only been doing, because pencils were my first, I only started markers last year when I discovered Ohuhus, and I bought Ohuhus and I was like, oh, these are so great. And then I forget how I got onto Copics, but I tried a Copic and then I was screwed for life because I was like, well, man, nothing compares to this. But yeah, I've been doing markers for about a year, I'd say. Maybe a little less than a year. But I do really like markers. You can color a page so much faster. Like, I'm still working on more intricate skills with markers, but I've learned to blend and whatnot, and it's fun. Okay, good night, Ria. Get some sleep. Okay, we're on these warm grays. So one thing with their warm grays, like unlike Copic and Ohuhu, where it's like warm gray 1, 2, 3, and it's actually in the name, I've noticed with theirs, it just says warm gray, and that's like the end of the story. So that's why they all below here just say warm gray, because that's literally all they give you on the cap. But I mean, from the color code, I have to wipe this one off. From the color code on the cap, you can tell. But yeah, unlike the other brands where they say warm gray 1, 2, 3, yada yada, this one just says warm gray and you have to figure it out yourself from the cap. So did find that interesting. Okay. This is warm gray 8. This one's leaking all over too. Gosh, my one hand here is like splatter central. I don't know if it shows up on camera. All right, interesting. So their grays get lighter as the number goes up. Very interesting. Okay, so these are the Flora ones. Grabbing my other one. So like the Deco Tones definitely had more yellows, that's for sure, and more oranges and reds. This one doesn't have much at all. Interesting, the Deco Tones had more pink and more purple. This has a ton more blues and then a ton of green, and we get our earthy tones in this one, whereas the Deco Tones didn't have any earthy tones at all, no browns. Welcome back, Tara Lynn. That was a quick shopping trip. I'm jealous. Mine takes like 3 hours. And then we get the warm grays and the Flora Tones as well. So that's pretty good. All right. Next set. Let me close this one. Get it out of the way. Okay. So the next one is my Tropical Tones, which I actually need to unwrap because I didn't get around to it. And this one does have the blender. Ooh, eggs and ice cream. Everyone should shop for those. I will warn you, so when you first get these boxes, they're supposed to, you know, fold into one another, but it's really tight and you have to break the seal before it will fold. So FYI. Goodness gracious. They're adult proof is what they are. Okay. Now I just need to pull out this thing and unwrap it. Yeah, see, so they're double shrink wrapped. These are wrapped individually and then the box is wrapped itself. I don't have any leaking ones though. You buy this smooth cardstock? Yeah, so with cardstock, you have to remember, even if it's smooth, it's going to absorb more ink than your marker paper. But like I said, I've found once I switched to a marker paper, I never went back to cardstock. There was like a world of difference between the two while coloring. And the marker paper is not too bad. The Arteza one's pretty affordable. Okay, where's my chart for this? All right, so we're on to Tropical. What do we got with the Tropical? Take a drink of water first. Okay. Looks like we got some cool grays in this. And the colorless blender is in this one. So the Tropical, you really only get 35 markers, by the way, not 36, because you get a blender in this one. I hate when they do that. Narcissus Yellow. Gotta keep opening them over my rag because I'm splattering. Okay. Maybe if I can get it on there. You like the colors of the Deco set? Yeah, so far I'm digging the Deco set myself too, to be honest. Sapphire Yellow. So these are not open stock yet. However, Arteza, you know, their pencils, when they first came out, their pencils weren't open stock, and now they are. I don't recommend buying them because they're ridiculously expensive, but they are open stock, so I mean, they have them. I don't know what their open stock would be of this. No problem, May. Have a good night. I know it's late for you out there. Sunflower yellow. But yeah, like Arteza pencils, you can now get them open stock in packs of 3, but the price per pencil is pretty ridiculous. So I don't know if they start doing these markers open stock. I'm curious how much it would be and if they would be sold in packs of 3 as well. Ooh, that one's leaking. Oh, the Copic Chow skin set. Yeah, so Chow and Sketch are the same thing, just a different shape and different amount of ink. So this holds, the Sketch holds more ink and is oval. The Chow is round and holds less ink, but the brush nib and all that and the color is exactly the same. You know, you'll just refill your Chow more often. The other thing is you've got the name and number on the end here. The Chow does not, so it's always on the side. But there's stickers. Some people offer them free. You can even buy them if you want. Just put a sticker there. I'm actually going to just take a Sharpie and write it on there because I don't care. But they're the same thing. It's just kind of, this is like $5.99. This is like 3 something. But either way, both refillable, both replaceable nibs. Cream Pearl. Oh my, that one's leaking out too. So this set is super juicy, that's for sure. All right, and this is tropical. So I was kind of picturing some really bright colors, but so far they're kind of just there. Let's see if they get brighter. Got pumpkin orange. I will color a picture this week with these two. I'm not gonna do that on live stream because I gotta do my layering and stuff on my swatch chart. Like I said, I'm not gonna subject you guys to layering them on my swatch chart. We would be here for 3 hours. Yeah, see, so they are leaking. But yes, it could be the pressure changes from shipping. But I mean, this also just tells you that they definitely filled them up. So thank you, Arteza. Let's see, apricot. That would be really pretty for skin tone, actually. Let's see. Still, I was expecting these to be brighter. Sea urchin red. Oh, see, look at that one. Ah! Messy, messy. Okay, I like that. I do like that. It's a nice bright red. Let's see, Aurora Pink. Okay, that one's not leaking. It's just got a little bit of a dribble. Make sure I'm doing the right box. Oh, that's a very pretty pink. Ooh, I actually like that pink a lot. Yes, I do. Okay, Peony Pink. All right, peonies are my favorite flower. Yeah, see, this one's leaking too. Wow, really bad all over my hands. This is gonna be a messy swatch session. Oh my. Gotta wash my desk, my hands, my shirt. All right, so we're on Peony Pink. It's very light pink. Let's see what it looks like if I layer it though. That's 2 layers. 3 layers. Your ohuhus are juicy in general. I've always had that problem with the ohuhus. Ohuhus streak on me a lot. Just, right? Do you know Karen? Karen and I are a lot alike. Karen, I was like, when I opened one, I was like just sitting there feeling it. testing it out, smelling the packages. Karen understands my problem. But I love to swatch things. Like, it's so relaxing. So I was excited to swatch these, and I was like, hey, I might as well just swatch these on live stream because not everyone has these yet. Let's see what the heck these are about. I've seen a few people claim these are like the Copic replacement, and here we are on box 3. I'm gonna just say right now, I would not call these a Copic replacement yet. I need to color with them, I need to play around with them, but as of right now, I would not say they're a Copic replacement just yet. And I hate everything gets compared to Copic, but Copic is like the gold standard of artist marker. Let's see, Ballerina Pink. So I picture this being really light. Wow, that one's leaking too. Holy moly. So in the 36 skin tone or portrait set, a lot of these pinks that are here in this tropical tone one are in that one, which is why I only bought these ones at the time. I'm going to try and layer this one though, because it's so light. So that's 2 layers. Get my 3rd layer on there. That one actually looks pretty good as you layer it up. We'll see once it evaporates. All right, lilac. Yep, that one's, see, lots of leakage. But it didn't leak through the lid. So if you're concerned about the lid, these lids seal enough to where these ones that are leaking all the way down here to the base of the lid, they're not leaking out of the lid. So it still has a good seal. And I'm not like hurting my hands trying to pull the lid off, where some of my Copics, like I said, I break out freaking pliers. Or when I'm really lazy, use my teeth. Oh, pretty sure that's not the best way to do it, but hey, you know what? What can I say? All right, Wisteria Purple. Ooh, I love this purple. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know, guys. This isn't really tropical to me, though. Does anyone else feel this is not really tropical? Is that just me? Am I just being too nitpicky? Let's see, Periwinkle. I guess I was just picturing these to be more vibrant and, like, I don't know, tropical, like a rainforest. Maybe the greens will be where we see the brightness come out. All right, Sweet Pea Purple. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they either do open stock of these or refills in the future, because if they're already doing replacement nibs, that would just make logical sense. Topaz Blue. This one actually wasn't leaking at all. Ooh, love that color. Okay, let's see, Sky Blue. It's not leaking on us, we're safe. Yep, it's better juicy if they're than dry. It's just, oh, sorry guys, smack the camera. Baby blue. I don't mind juicy, I just don't want to get it exploded all over me. Okay. But it could just be from shipping. One good test would be, like, I'll store these on their side and see if they're as leaky once I, like, go to use them again later. Pale aqua blue. Ooh, this could be a pretty color. It is definitely pale. Let's see, what does it look like with the second layer? All right, 3rd layer. Not bad. Well, I am irritated that it got on my shirt. My shirt is teal, my favorite color, and I got alcohol splatter on it. But it's okay. I will live. Let's see, pomelo green. Markers can be messy. I mean, even my Copics splatter on me sometimes. Like the manufacturers put just a teensy bit too much, and it just goes. It's okay though. Art is messy. Aura green. All right, let's see if we get some bright greens, because otherwise this is not really tropical. This is more, heck, this should have been the Flora set. Let's be real. That's not too bad though. Mantis green. Okay, one thing I will note real quick. When you're pulling off the brush nib, if you're holding it down here, this chisel nib lid, see how like it just easily shimmies off? I'm noticing this on all of them. It even sits here and turns. So yeah, as you're holding this to pull off the brush nib, I've been noticing that it pops loose. Just food for thought. So the lids come off like extra easy. So just be really extra careful. Mantis green, that one's really light. All right, cactus green. Let's see if this one's bright. It's not bright, but it's bold. Let's see if I do 2 layers on that one. Not bad, not bad. That might work. Might work. I still don't feel this is tropical. Now, the chisel end isn't leaking, it's just the brush end. But the lids do pop off the chisel end as I'm pulling off the brush end. Just interesting thing. Frog green. But I will say, despite that, I actually like how easy these come off. I mean, I don't like that it slides out from my hand here, but like I said, when I'm having to break out freaking tools to open my Copics or Ohuhus, it's kind of a nice breath of fresh air when I'm not having to fight with a lid. And these aren't going to dry out because you still hear it click. And like I said, the ones that are leaky, like they're leaking under here, but nothing is seeping out here. So it still has a good seal. It's not going to dry up on us. All right, light clay brown. Yeah, see, that one's all sorts of messy. I'm gonna have to actually wash my rag now. My messy art rag has gotten messier. Okay. It's not bad of a brown. Could use these for skin, and that one, and that one. I will admit I'm not good at skin at all with markers, so still working on that. It looks really bad. Oh, hey, Rain. Hello, how are you? We are just swatching and watching me get all sorts of splatter marks. I agree, Claire. I think the Deco was a lot more tropical. It's almost like they should have swapped these up a titch. All right, Pastel Orange. Because see, now we're getting into these earth ones, and I don't know. This doesn't seem very tropical. You're just here for the splatter. My hands are, see all the splatter? I'm just layering them to see if these pastel ones, how they look once darkened up. Emma's always here to watch me get splattered or messy. Let's see, black. All right, well, black is going to be black, I guess. See, I think black should have been in the other sets, not the tropical one. So I do have gripes with the way they're categorizing. That black is not very dark. You can actually layer their black. You're cringing, I'm cringing, because I'm like, is this gonna be all over my water bottle over here? My freaking art desk has all sorts of projects on it. I mean, like I said, it's on my shirt, it's on my hands. I actually wore my wedding ring because it fit today, but now I'm gonna have to wash it because I got alcohol marker in it. It's okay. All right, cool gray. Ooh, that one's leaking. That one is leaking. Now I'm checking the chisel side. See, this one was leaking here. Chisel side's not leaking at all. None of the chisel sides are leaking. It's just the brush. Just the brush. All right, cool gray 02. Yeah, so their grays are darker with a lower number and get lighter as they move up. I don't even know why I made a swatch for the blender. That was just me half thinking it last night. Oh, this one's, okay, see, example, leaking here, not leaking here. So there's something up on the brush side of it. They do. I would agree, some fixing up for sure. Like I said, I'm not going to officially call it on these until I've colored with them. You know, I mean, usually with swatching, you get an idea of some things. Is this the right number? Yeah. But, I mean, leaky, juicy markers isn't a deal breaker for me. It's performance after. I was intrigued because these have the foam nib, and I love the foam nib. Whereas, you know, Ohuhu and all those have the fiber. Not that there's anything wrong, it's just the fiber ones fray over time, but at least Ohuhu lets you turn them around. Yeah, that's cool gray. Okay, I'm not gonna swatch the blender because that's kind of, I don't even think there's a point. So this is the tropical set. I'm gonna double check the box. Yeah, it is the tropical set. Okay. It's not very tropical to me. The Deco Tones, now that's tropical. Look at that. I mean, minus all the splatter. You want me to swatch the blender, Emma? I'll freaking do it. I never use blenders. Just for Emma. Look, oh, look at that beautiful blend. Look at that beautiful blender. Look at that. And hey, and by the way, this is not leaking. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna see if these are reversible. I'm just gonna use my fingers. Nope, they're not reversible. So it is a, oops, now I got marker on that. So you can't reverse these like the Ohuhu. I didn't think they were, but I wanted to double check before I said that so that no one's like, these are reversible. Okay, so you cannot reverse them. We've got pretty colors though, pretty colors. Yeah, so the tropical set, okay, I do have some gripes with the tropical tones. I'll just flat out say that right now. One, you really don't get 36 markers, so I paid $2 something for the blender. I'm not really thrilled about that, but whatever. So I got 35 markers, and here's what's funny. So the Deca, oh, hi, Erica. Welcome back from vacation. Freaking Erica sent me pictures of her vacation home. So jealous. So Deco and Flora Tones, the 36 count, you have a 30% off coupon on Amazon, right? But the tropical tone doesn't. So I found that kind of interesting. And then with the tropical tones, so not only do you not get a coupon, but you also really only get 35 markers. Some people do like the blender and consider the blender a marker. This is where my blenders go. I never use them. I'm just not a blender person. So, you know, I don't have a need for the blender marker. I suck at using it other than like the occasional erasing. And by erasing, I mean you're just pushing and picking the color back up. So also the tropical one is not very tropical. Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but what do you guys think? Do you think these colors are tropical? I mean, the yellow and orange for sure. Maybe these greens here. But this just doesn't seem very tropical. So I'm kind of like, okay. I was just expecting, I guess, a lot more brightness to it. I don't know. I am loving the Deco ones, though. Like, these are killer colors. One other thing, let's see. So it looks like they do put their sets together pretty well, though. Like, so if I bought just this, in this case, I'm going to call this a 35 set. You could blend these together. So like say you bought 136, you could blend these. If you got the Deco, these are definitely all ones you can make color combos out of. Even the purples. Oh my God, I hate blending purples. They give me stress. But yeah, these still are all blendable. So that's good because that means at least the sets you're getting, if you only could afford 136 count set, you have color combos to work with. Hi Dee, welcome. Okay, and then the Flora ones, these are very earthy, the Flora ones. But again, you can still make some color combos out of these. A couple pinks, not bad at all, not bad. But yeah, so far I'm digging the Deco. But let me get some marker paper and let's do some testing. I need to tear out some sheets. Yeah, so far the Flora and Deco I'm digging. The tropical ones I feel are kind of flat. I don't know. And you know what? Maybe it's just because I'm not digging the name. It's just not tropical. I was expecting some punch. Now I'll probably end up combining all these swatch charts so that I can see what I have to work with. But let's do some blending. Oh my gosh. I have like no room on my desk. Let's see how I can open all these at once. This is going to be an adventure. Because I have way too many projects going on right now. Ugh. I do love how these open. It's just my desk is cluttered with projects right now, so we're just not going to talk about the clutter. You guys saw my craft room tour when it was all clean and pretty, and now it looks like a complete hot mess. Need to film some videos and get things out of here. Okay, I think I fit them all in front of me. Wow, that was a miracle. Okay, let's do one thing I want to check first, actually, before we blend. I got a Copic because the Copic nib is, well, the Copic nib can't be beat. This Copic's actually pretty clean, but oh, I love these nibs. Copic has ruined me for life. All right, let's just grab a pink of sorts. I have to keep opening the Artezas over my rag. Okay, so the Arteza one is definitely stiffer. Wow, those colors are really close. Dang, look at that. I eyeballed it. Yeah, the Copic one is, sorry, Copic is softer. The Arteza is definitely stiffer. The Copic one has a little more blend or bend when I push it down. Well, those colors are almost exactly alike. That's freaky. I don't know. They claim it's a foam nib. I do have an Ohuhu fiber. I picked like the worst color to test, but it was just what was there. Yeah, you can totally tell the difference between a fiber nib. I mean, you can still do fine lines with fiber. It's just they're stiffer. They fray. Has this one started to fray on me? No. Yeah, you can use these colorless blenders on ink tints and watercolor pencils. So if you have a bunch of blenders like I do, you could totally do that. All right, so I guess we can say these are a foam nib, but it's just, I don't know, they feel a slightly bit stiffer, but you know, that just could be whatever foam they decided to use. All right, let's make some blends. Let's see how they blend. I want to do something pink. So let's do Dahlia Pink. Oh my gosh, what set am I on here? Okay, so let's do Dahlia and Blush from Floral. And let's try this Porcelain Peach. Let's see how these ones blend together. Okay, there's a million ways to blend alcohol markers. I blend markers the way I blend markers, okay? So putting that disclaimer out there right now, because everyone has their own method to their madness. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be opening these over the paper. This might not be the best color combo, but we'll find out in a minute. Did I say this was the medium color? I hope it is, because we're going back over with it. Interesting. All right, let me try a different color. I want to do something with Deco because those ones are pretty. All right, let's do Piggy Pink. Is so freaking adorable. I think it's just the name though that catches me. I'm gonna do some of these blues. Let's get my beach blue. Nope, I'm on the wrong set. Where you go, beach blue? All right, beach blue. Let's see if beach blue will go into Hawaiian blue. The other thing about alcohol markers, if you're new to these, by the way, once you blend them, you just need to walk away for a minute and let them dry, because wet alcohol markers and dry marker are two different things. They can look really ugly when they're wet, and then once they dry, you're like, oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, that is a good point, Claire. If you want to, I think this is my darker one. I can't remember. If you want, or if you have paper that can't take a lot of water, the blender does do that. I actually learned that years ago. Julie's passion for coloring. She was the first one. She did like a Tombow colorless thing with her ink tints and watercolor pencils. And I was like, oh man, that's genius. And they work pretty well. But see, this is starting to dry. They blend pretty good. Not too shabby. I'm going to see how these ones go together though. Okay, this is my darker one, right? All right, this is a pretty large leap between colors, but yeah, I'm better going this way. What's interesting is they felt so juicy while swatching, but right now they feel really dry. Am I losing it? Probably. Yeah, that was too big of a color leap. I gave it a solid effort though. But we'll wait till it dries. I do like the carrying cases though. The only bummer is like right now, let me see if I can flip you guys up. That would be my desk. See, 1, 2, 3 sets would all have to be in front of me to use all of them in their cases. So just something to think about. Okay, let me grab some more to play with. I want to make a green. I'm gonna have to totally redo this swatch chart. Look at all that splatter. Yeah, I could use a Copic refill to refill the Artezas, but it wouldn't be the exact same color. I mean, I lucked out and these two are the same. Crap, what colors were they? I think it was these two. Aurora Pink and, of course, the one with a freaking name I can't say. Anyone know how to say that? Bougainvillea? Are these the ones I used? I think these are the ones I used that are pretty close to one another. Yeah, so I mean, you would have to find the two that are close enough to refill it with the Copic ink. I mean, you could, since the nibs come out, you could technically refill them, but if I'm going to go through the hassle of buying a Copic refill, I'm just going to buy the Copic, because the Copic nib, I can tell you from swatching already, the Copic nib is still different than the Arteza nib. So you got to keep that in mind. You are, yeah, you're getting these a little cheaper, but I mean, these in the long run with the refills, the price per marker goes down. And like I said, the replaceable brush nib, while they say will be out, has not come out yet for these. I don't know how much the nibs are going to be, but they're not out yet, whereas I can replace a nib on this today if I wanted to. So you could refill it with a Copic, but I'm just one of those people that would end up refilling the Copic with a Copic instead of trying to match them up. But they do have pretty colors. Let's see. LLs are silent. Wait, what's LLs? I could be totally having an airhead moment. I want to do some greens real quick. I've got greens on here too. These greens would look really good for leaves. Oh, the L's in that. Okay, so it's Bougainvillea? Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Bougainvillea? I'm from California. We know how to make the L's silent. I moved to Utah and it was hilarious because I'm from a town called Camarillo with silent L's, but everyone out here is like, oh, Camarillo. Like, no. Let's do something from the Flora Tones and blend away. Let's try the cucumber green. Okay, where's my Flora Tones? Cucumber. All right, we got some cucumber. Actually, I kind of like those ones too, though. Well, let's get cilantro. And olive might be too olivey, but we're just gonna use it. Now, of course, I can like swap from these sets. In fact, maybe I have something better than olive to go after my cilantro. Let's see. Definitely not the tropicals. That lime is going to be a little bit too light. Lime would go good with olive, though. Let's see. I mean, so far they're blending not too shabby, but I gotta remember which one's darkest. Oh, and open it over my rag so I don't splatter everywhere. Are going down smooth. One thing I like about marker paper is everything stays wet. longer, so you have a lot more time to play around with your blending. Whereas with a cardstock, it just kind of soaks right in. Doesn't do that with a marker paper. So it's more beginner friendly, I guess I should say. That's really dark green. But it'd be fun for a leaf. Let it dry though. All right, well, I'd have to say out of these three, I'm definitely gonna say that the Deco are my fave. I will probably combine them all, like I said, because it would be a real pain to have to sit here and go through each one. But they definitely did create these so that if you bought one set, you could blend them together. I'm going to start coloring some pictures with them, not right now, off camera, and test them out. And I'll probably have like an official review in a couple weeks. I've got like a backlog of reviews. I still got to review Brute Fooner. So that's my backlog. But I mean, in first impressions, I really am disappointed in this tropical tone. Like, this is just, what is this? This is not tropical. This is more like, I mean, gosh, these are almost more pastel. Tropical was not the right name, Arteza. That's all I gotta say. The Flora ones are very pretty. These will be really fun to do, like leaves and flowers. You have plenty of work there. It is kind of lacking on the pinks, but if you buy the Deco and Flora, you'd probably be better off, because I mean, look at all the greens and blues you get here, and then tons of pinks, and you know, this one's lacking in the oranges, other than you got these two here, and then the poppy red, which is an orangey red. This one has the true red, which is good. But yeah, I mean, the most important thing is, like, if you do get these and you swatch them, make sure you do the full swatch, you know, where you're doing the layers. Like, where's my marmalade? I've shown you a couple, but like, you know, you always want to do one layer, and then you want to go back and do your second layer, and then you want to do your third layer, because the color does change pretty dramatically from one layer to the next. So I'll be like going off camera, because I mean, it took over an hour to just swatch. What is this, 102? I can't math, but it took over an hour to just do like the basic swatch. So I'll go back through and layer them, and I'll share some pictures on Instagram in the community tab. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna color with these. Oh, hi Imogen, how are you? And then I'll let you guys know what I think after I color with them, but I don't know if the tropical ones are worth it. I mean, they're very pretty pastel, but you'd almost need these other ones to use them. Well, these could blend. The grays are good, but like I said, you get kind of left out with the blender. These yellows are kind of whatever. You do get some skin tones though. Like, look at those skin tones that come in that one. I just honestly think this was a bad labeling. That's all it was. But yeah, what do you guys think? What's your favorite set? Tropical, Deco, or Flora? That blender swatch. Okay, the blender swatch has won. See, look at that. The blender by far is the purest color. It's beautiful. Where did that blender go? But no, I'd have to say Deco is totally my favorite, and runner-up Flora. The tropical ones, I don't know. I'm kind of like, You like the Flora? Yeah, the Flora one is pretty. I really do. Let's just move the tropical ones off to the side and just say whatever. Yeah, the pink and the Deco, I totally agree with you there. The pinks are so freaking gorgeous. I mean, the pink over here though, I really do like this deep pink, and I think it would look even better with some layers. Watch, we'll layer it real fast for funs. I gotta open it carefully though so I don't splatter myself. Imogen missed all the splattering fun. See, I really do like this color. I think this could be a really pretty color. See, once it layers up, it's even gorgeouser. Is gorgeouser a word? It is now. But yeah, Flora and Deco, I would say is totally worth it. They've got great combos already, and I'm biased because Deco has a bunch of teal. What can I say? I'm easily pleased by the teal colors. Oh, but before I forget, guys, before I go today, Monai and I from Coloring Diva, oh my gosh, where's my book? We are doing a cross-channel color along. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to watch back, Imogen. Oops, let me smack my camera. There was some serious splatter action. Here's my hands. And it's like, oh my gosh, my hands. And it's on my shirt, and it's all over my desk. You think some of them look similar? Real quick before I do my thing. Yeah, some are similar, but it could be the camera. Like, in person, right now, I could tell you I don't see anything that's similar. They're close, but not similar. But it could just be the way it's coming across on camera. But I like when I swatch my Felissimos for you guys, I'm always like, oh my gosh, those are the same thing. I didn't get that feel at all with these. And when you add the layers, you can definitely see better saturation. But no, in person, I'm not seeing anything overlap at all. I know these two look similar. Those might be ones you're talking about, but this one's actually a little deeper than that one. And again, if you layered it up, you would notice. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything in person that's similar. That said, the tropical tones they just need to rename this. We should all email Arteza and be like, okay, let's call it pastels for Pete's sake. I don't know. Natural? Anything but tropical. A couple of the blues look the same. Let's see. Yeah, no, in person, they're all pretty different. Earth, yeah, I mean, we could call the tropical one Earth. The only thing is it's got all these pastels. You know what? They just need to break this up and move it somewhere else. Do something with it. In fact, they have that portrait set that overlaps these. They should honestly take the overlap of the portrait set and kind of fix that. Because in fact, a lot of these colors from Tropical are in their portrait set, FYI. But yeah, none of the blues are the same. They might look that way on camera. Like, I know these two, Diamond and Topaz, probably look the same. They're definitely not. I'm trying to see if anything else might look the same. Oh, like Maya Blue and Beach Blue probably look the same on camera, but in person they're not. This one definitely has the more teal undertone, but I could totally see how that would be on camera. Okay, before I go for today, the lovely Coloring Diva and myself are doing a cross-channel color, buddy color. Ignore my toy soldier sticker. As you know, in July, it is Christmas in July. Christmas in July is very hard for me to do because it's 100 degrees outside. But we did settle on a page, and anyone else who has a YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to join. Just hit us up for this. No problem, Robin. Let me find the page. Okay, ignore my page right now. I ordered a new Johanna Christmas because let me just show you what my daughter did to it. At the time she was 3, so I have to forgive her, but look what she did to my book. It's been scribbled like all over. It's been destroyed. So I ordered a new one. I had to order a new one. But we are going to be doing, oh my gosh, this has perforated edges. How did I not ever notice that? Does the newer one have perforated edges? What the flip? Okay. Well, I never even knew that on this book. Yours does? Wow, I'm mind blown because her other books don't have perforated edges. So I bought this years ago when it first came out. This is years ago when Corey was first learning to color. So we're not going to look at that. But for our cross-channel color along, we are going to do the snow globe. So if you have a YouTube channel, get in touch with us. We'll kind of coordinate it out for the Christmas in July. And that's the Coloring Diva and myself. And I will remember to link to her below as well. And maybe we'll get like a group chat going on that. But anyone is welcome to participate. And then, of course, our subscribers are welcome to as well. It's just going to be one big, fun, happy family Christmas in July color along. And I'd love to see all the different ways that we all color this snow globe. Again, this will not be the one I'm coloring. The book is on sale on Amazon right now. I picked mine up for $7.99 because obviously I needed a new one. My daughter destroyed mine. And obviously I wanted to start fresh and forget my years ago. These are like Marco Raffines or something. Just back before I just found Prismas and was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, we are going to do the snow globe page, and I would love for everyone to join. It would be really fun to do. Then we can all participate in Christmas in July. And, you know, you don't have to make it super Christmassy. You can make it wintry. You can do whatever you want. Oh no, Imogen's already done it. But yeah, if you have it blank, definitely let me know, and then just let us know if you want your channel to participate, and we'll try and collaborate all that out. But it'll be a fun thing to do. And then, of course, our subs are more than welcome to color along with us. Everyone's invited, basically. Everyone. So definitely hit me up if you are interested. I think it'll be fun. It'll be so much fun for me to get a new book. And now that I know it has perforated edges, I'm kind of, how come her other books don't have perforated edges? She should really like get on that, because that would have made things easier. I like to be able to just pull out the page. But yeah, so definitely get your Johanna Basford Christmas. Like I said, it's like $7.99 for me. Mine said it wasn't going to show up till like the second week of July, but now it's coming on Monday, so Amazon lies. She's doing the same page as you're talking about the Monai's channel. She's doing the same page. We're all doing the snow globe. Oh my gosh, look at my very noobish coloring. This is why I don't show this book. Except this one. This turned out semi-okay. But yeah, we're all doing the snow globe. So everyone will be doing the snow globe page. It's a big group collaboration. It'll be like tons of snow globes. So it'll be fun to see how everyone does it. But yeah, it's the Coloring Diva, not Dollar Diva. There's two different YouTubers. But the Coloring Diva is the one that is doing this with me. And whoever else wants to participate. So totally let us know. Don't leave a comment in here because I'll forget. Like, message me. Because brain, I've just swatched like 100-something Artezas and I'm splattered. My brain is not working. So yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with me while I splattered and swatched a lot of markers. I will give an official review in a couple weeks. Once I've actually used these and not just splattered my shirt and desk with them, and I'll let you know what I think. But if anyone does have these, you know, you can always hit me up later. Let me know your thoughts. Definitely let me know if you got splattered to death. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, everyone, just take care. Oh, you're fine, Imogen. No worries. I know time differences are all over there, but you guys have a wonderful weekend, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.